Welcome, everybody. We are ready for some fun around here. How's everybody else doing? I'm Heidi Kaizen at Hen and Chick Studio in Conrad, Iowa. And we're starting a couple of minutes early because we've got some new technology today. We're making sure that everything is up and running. We are live both on Facebook and YouTube tonight. We're so excited because we do know that not everybody is on every platform. And we want to make sure that Hen and Chick Studio gets around the world to every quilter that is interested in being creative. So we're so glad to have you all here tonight. I've got my team of Kelly and Jamie with me. Goldie and Virginia aren't here tonight because they're playing a little volleyball. How are we looking, girls? Is everything, all of our information? We've just got some fun things going on here at Hen and Chick Studio. And you can tell we're having fun tonight with our lovely patriotic, or excuse me, oh my gosh, it's not patriotic. It is our Shamrock Lucky headbands for St. Patrick's Day, which is coming up. But we're going to be talking a little bit tonight about our Lucky Cash that's going on all month long. And we just wanted to dress the part because we do feel awfully lucky here at Hen and Chick Studio. Earlier today, I actually did a Facebook Live talking a little bit more about our Lucky Cash. And when we think about what has happened in the last month, what has happened in the last year, what has happened in the last 10 years here at Hen and Chick Studio, it has just been amazing. And I am blessed. I wear blessing bracelets most days, and I can tell you, I remember that I am very, very blessed to have so many wonderful customers in the store and come in, and of course, great staff, because I could not do this without everybody that is here. So I think it sounds like we've got everybody going. I would love to know where everybody is from. More and more, we learn that people are watching us from literally around the world. So I want a little roll call tonight. Where are you watching from? And I know Kelly and Jamie will give us a report. What state are you in? What country are you in? Because I know that there could be lots of exciting places for everybody to be watching from. Now, tonight's show is going to be, we're going to sit right here because we have a lot of things to show you. But we definitely have made some changes in the last month about how we are formatting our Hen House Happy Hour program. We started calling just this hour the Hen House Happy Hour. Well, you know what? We have a lot of happy hours, and we want to make sure that you get involved in all of them. So we've added a whole series of free online virtual classes, and we're also calling them Hen House Happy Hour, kind of with the theme that they are connections. Our first one was in January. It was the Needle Know-It-All. And oh my gosh, if you think there's nothing to know about a sewing machine needle, you've got to go right to our webpage. Everything is under the inspiration tab on our website. And everything that we're doing, like tonight's program, is being recorded so that you can watch this later and not miss out on a thing. And sometimes I hear that you go back and you watch the programs over and you're amazed at what you missed, because sometimes we get going fast with everything that we're talking about. So in January, we did the Needle Know-It-All with Rhonda Pierce from Schmetz. And oh my gosh, we have these amazing needle bundles and needle tools that she, like a bobbin holder and a needle saver kind of thing. It's just some great stuff. So again, all of that is on our website. If you want to watch the program and look at all of the product, we still have some of those special bundles just for you. Then last week, we had Celine Perkins join us from Perkins Dry Goods. showing us how we could perfect our 1/4 of an inch seam. And again, it's something that's simple, and we all think we know how to do that, but it's amazing the tips and the ideas that she gave us to help make sure that we can keep that 1/4 inch seam allowance exactly a 1/4 of an inch every single time. And we're going to be showing more of the products from that show later. And then we've got coming up March 16th, we've got Gudrun Erla of GE Quilt Designs and her amazing cutting philosophy with the stripology rulers coming to us again virtually. And then in April, we've got Terry Atkinson of Atkinson Designs, and she is going to be talking about 10 tips on finishing your table runners. Now, if you want to get an email reminder so that, like, say, for example, you sign up today for these classes on March 16th and April 8th, I get it. A lot's going to happen between now and then. So we'll send you an email reminder with some little insider information that you won't get anywhere else but in that email. So it's all free. Obviously, you still have to come back to either YouTube or Facebook and watch us, but we will also follow up with an email with the recording so that it's super easy for you to, again, watch this. So say you can't always be at those classes. You've got a haircut. Had a woman today concerned that she was going to have to miss her haircut. We don't want anybody missing your haircut because, I mean, you got to always be looking good. So anyway, if you sign up, you'll get the recording, and of course, it'll always be on our website as well. So lots of different things going on in that Hen House Happy Hour umbrella. We've got some more fun things planned for May, June, and July, so stay tuned as we get doing those. Okay, so one of the things I want to let you know tonight is that, first of all, we love hearing from you. We love it when you ask us questions, when you put comments in. So we encourage you to do that. And the more comments, the better. We're ready for you, right? I mean, sometimes we can't keep up with you, but we'll try our best. So definitely, we want to hear comments from you. Second of all, I want to tell you about Lucky Cash and what you're earning tonight if you make purchases. So this morning I announced officially the Lucky Cash Awards program for the month of March. From March 1st through March 30th, and I know that the month has 31 days in it. I'll be back to that in a second. We will be accumulating all of your purchases, right? On the back end. And when we get done with the month, for every $100 you've spent, you're going to get $20 in Lucky Cash. So if you spend $99.99, I'm so sorry, there's no Lucky Cash. Hit 100, you've got $20 in Lucky Cash. Hit 200, $40. Hit, keep going up. I know you can figure out the numbers, and they're all listed on our website. So that part is super easy for you. If you hit $500, we're going to throw in a bonus $25. And if you hit 1,000, we'll hit $1,000 total purchases between March 1st and March 30th. Then you are going to get an extra $50. And the question has come up, do you get the $25 for the 500 and we add the $50? I say yes, because if you get to $1,000, you deserve it. So if you really spend $1,000 in the month of March, you would get $275 back. Wow, that is awesome. And you guys, I am so thankful. And if you want to watch this morning's video, I got a little emotional. There's no restrictions on this. I am not, you can use your coupons, but it's the amount you pay pre-tax. That's the subtotal. Buy gift certificates, whatever. If you come to a retreat, your retreat fees count up. If you earn Lucky Cash and you're retreating in April, then you can use your Lucky Cash on your retreat fees. If you're a long armor, you can pay, rent the machine and then use your Lucky Cash. But basically what happens is that we will, on March 31st, We'll run the reports and we'll go by the email address that everybody was purchasing under, and we'll give you that accumulation, and you'll get a gift card for that amount. And that gift card must be spent in the month of April. So you've got 30 days in March to accumulate, 30 days in April to spend. I think it's a pretty sweet deal. And I'm pretty excited to see how all of you take advantage of that. So whatever it is that you're needing, let us know. But it is key that you have got to, on your end, figure out your email. So if you are using one email on online purchases and one email, and we've got a different email for you in our system, we've got to make sure that we're doing one email. So double check that we're only using one email, because we can't combine them on the back end. So, okay, ladies, are we doing good yet?
Yep, let's encourage them to share with their friends, because we want people to learn about Hen and Chick.
Absolutely. One of the best things that you can do for us, it's basically like word of mouth. If you like what you see here at Hen and Chick Studio tonight and anytime, the more you share our events and our posts with your quilting friends and in your quilting circles and groups, the more reach we get. So if you feel so inclined to help us, we would love that, because everything, it's basically like going down the street and saying, hey, I'm watching Hen and Chick Studio Hen House Happy Hour tonight. Do you want to watch it with me? And that's when you share it, that's what basically is happening. So the more you can share to your personal pages, and to I think you can text the link to other people. There's all sorts of things you can do. So anything you could do, and you can tag people in the comments. We of course love that and encourage that. And of course, the more you comment on the posts also. So that is wonderful. Thank you for that reminder. Okay, it's time to start showing you product. And so we've got quite a few things to show you tonight, and we're going to bring them on. And we've got a couple different, because of the format that we're doing this in, with doing it live on both YouTube and Facebook. We're going to try a couple of different things. And of course, we always appreciate your comments. If you need to see something better, by all means, put it in the comments and we will show you. So Janie, let's get started with our fat quarters and our the book and the is that this? Let's see. No, the butterflies. Dragonflies. Which one did we go with that? Okay, over here. Okay, here we go. We're gonna get it yet. Okay, so and do you have these out, or if I take that one's open, so I can take these out? All right. She has everything so organized that I don't want to mess it up. It's pretty. I mean, look at it. Who doesn't love a bundle of fat quarters? They are absolutely gorgeous. And one of the things that we get a lot of questions about are what projects are fat quarter friendly, and what can we do with fat quarters? And also, when you get a big piece of fabric, what can you do with it? So first of all, I'm going to start with this beautiful piece of Dragonfly fabric. Can you see how absolutely gorgeous that piece is? And this SKU, I'm going to turn it around so I can read it, is 9256. Now, if you want to purchase anything that you see tonight, simply open another tab on your computer or your phone and go to Hen and Chick Studio, and all of your purchases can be made directly on our website.
Check that SKU again. That's not right.
Oh, I'm sorry, 9756. Should we try that?
Thank you.
Is that better?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I read it wrong. 9756. I'm going to start doubting myself there. And this is Timeless Treasures Tonga Fantasy. And I love these dragonflies. I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. So you can buy just the yardage, of course. But, if you start cutting this up, we just think like, oh, that'd be painful because it's so beautiful. So what would you do with this big, beautiful fabric? And so we were looking at this great project from this project right here. This is Peachtree Patterns. They're the company that has all the $3.50 cards that we love. And someday we'll show you, we've actually gotten a whole new rack to put those on. But this is one of her books called The Project Parade. And this particular project is made for panels. And we have a lot of fun panels. And of course, a panel can fit in there. But remember, when you see those panel projects, they are also great for putting a large print like these beautiful dragonflies that you don't want to cut up. So then you put together, we've got these beautiful fat quarters from a variety of different companies, and I'm going to pull them out, and I'm going to show you what we're going to try to do here, okay? Because we'd want to make sure that you see these fat quarters really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to start laying them over the side here and see if everybody can see these. Everybody good on both cameras there? And think of how all of these fat quarters would work in this particular project that uses a variety of, can use a variety of scraps or or strips, I should say, not scraps, strips that you want to be able to have that variety. And so Jamie, you want to help me a little there as I,
and Heidi, on this fat quarter bundle, which I put the link on, each of these is also listed in the suggested products to go along with it. So you could see the individual. So for instance, if there's one that you liked out of this collection that we're showing you, then you could always go and find that on the suggested products that we have otherwise.
So yeah, so like for example, maybe you like this really pretty lavender with a little teal in it. It might be just right. And
we're running out of space.
Yes. And you know, Kelly's got a good idea coming here. We're going to try this. This is a new, let's see if we can do this. I like that idea, except I better not here. Hold on. Let me see here. I think that might work. Good job, Kelly. I'm telling you, she makes the big bucks. That's why we pay her the big bucks, because she knows all the smart things. So imagine all those fat quarters going around on the edge of that pattern. And so that is a great pattern. And of course, like I said, we love the dragonfly. Now imagine, here, I'm going to hold that. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, I just can eat that up. Okay, so as we're talking about this particular pattern and the fabrics, then you start thinking about what else to do. And we had a customer come in, and you know what? I wonder if would it be do you think? Will it work if I just put it right in front?
Yeah.
Kind of lean up there. See, there we go. So you can see it. This is a stripe fabric, and golly gee, it's upside down. So what is our SKU? 9853, and I have a hair thing in my, one of my green ribbons is in my mouth. That doesn't work very well to talk. And this is Painterly Garden by QT Fabrics. And it's a beautiful stripe. It would easily work well also with the 60-degree easy stripe table runner pattern. I think it's super cute, but it's got butterflies and it is awesome. So that's another project that you could be doing with that. Okay, now let's show, should we just, what do we want to do on those? Now we want to talk about why did I see them a minute ago and now I'm not? Here, this kit and this kit right here. Okay.
Heidi,
Yes.
what is behind you? What is the fabric behind you?
Right here in the wall. Oh, these are all Batik Fat Quarters. And so we have all of our fat quarters kind of divided. Batiks are here, and we've got a cotton section and a flannel section. So you can easily see all the different fat quarters. We don't have everything cut in fat quarters, but we're always glad to cut fat quarters. Okay, so last week we got several shipments of our quilters combination. And oh, you know what Jamie likes to do when we start to get all these fabrics in, is she starts playing with them. And of course, we're all looking and drooling as she is looking at them. Okay, so she was putting together this combination of teal and purple because this print in the middle has the little hexagon flowers. And look at all these, they're so sweet. And we were just having fun with these. super fun. And the pattern that Jamie was using, and Jamie, you want to help me? Where did I move it? Not. So look at all these pretty teals and purples. We thought that was a beautiful set. Now this fat quarter bundle is FQ 163. So again, if you go in the search field, you're going to be able to see that fat quarter bundle. And there are 10 fat quarters in there, $35. And did you hear my radio interview last Wednesday? It was with Charisma Horton. And she is a designer that we have not worked with before. And I'm so excited to have found her and to be able to work with her. But she has several fun patterns. And this one is called Pinnovations. And it requires the crib size, which would be, let me see, the crib size is 48 inches square, requires 8 fat quarters, and 10 fat quarters. And then the 72 by 96 version, the twin size, basically requires double. So if you like this fat quarter bundle and the pattern, but you want to make it bigger, basically just buy more than one fat quarter bundle. One fat quarter bundle will get you a crib size quilt, and then the 2 fat quarter bundles will get you a twin size. And oh my gosh, aren't these fabrics? They are just gorgeous. Well, when we were looking at them and, you start going, we had some other fabrics and we were liking the purples. And then Jamie went and got, I think I'm going to use, oops, here, I'm going to pull this one out. So then she went and got this piece of fabric, which is from Wildflower. That's one of our new collections that just came in. And oh my gosh, I guess I have to open this up. And isn't that gorgeous? Is that not just a gorgeous piece of fabric? And we started looking at it, but of course, then the teals aren't working quite right? So we had to keep playing. And so we actually duplicated, we still have some of the purples, but watch, started adding some of the other colors like orange. Look at that, the dots, maybe some writing in there. And that pretty kind of rust color that's in the flowers, and even a little blue, because there's actually blue in those flowers as well. And look how different, basically that same collection. And actually this one is not in the other bundle, that darker one, but it could be, as I have it on there, it could certainly be. But these 3 were in the bundle there for, and that is FQ 164. Okay. So you start, again, looking at these, maybe you think, maybe the Pinnovations pattern wasn't your thing. Well, let's go back to the book. What do we do with the book? Project Parade. And let's show them, once again, that it's actually on the back cover if we need to. So this project right here is that same project that was a panel in the middle. Well, imagine this floral in the middle. Because again, who wants to cut up that pretty piece? Mm-hmm. So Jamie, show them the other florals.
But Heidi, they could use that fat quarter bundle. They already have it started because that pattern does call for fat quarter bundles.
That's correct.
As well.
Correct. And you want to go in front
So
there?
I'm going
I
to
think you
step
can go in front.
You won't get to see, but here's some of these florals that we thought would be really pretty to use as a whole instead of cutting it up. And then you can build on there with other colors that you wanted.
Yeah. And remember, there's the black and white version of that pattern. So you can imagine the florals in the middle, and I've got that.
Okay.
And then
and here's one more that we have too. Now,
the dark version.
Pretty.
And these are all from Wyndham, and I just think they're beautiful. The Wildflower, a 9893, 9892. What's this dark one?
9894.
I know, 94. If you type in Wildflower or go under new arrivals, you're going to see all of those. And we've redone a few things on our website to try to make it easier so that you can click right to the things that you're looking for. So now when you go under shop, there is actually a drop-down menu that says new arrivals. It'll take you right to that new arrivals. That makes it a little bit easier for getting around and seeing things. But I just think these are so good. And then don't forget to go listen to last week's radio show under the podcast tab and learn more about Charisma Horton. We're glad to have several of her new patterns here at the store. And I have a feeling we'll see lots more of her things because they're very, very pretty. So, okay, so we've got, okay, we're going to redo our little picture frame here. And we're going to move on to, let's go on to this box. That there for a second. Okay. So another one of our favorite designers is Gudrun Erla of GE Quilt Designs. And cutting is such a critical part of everything that we do. We can't make a quilt if we don't cut up the fabric first. So we are huge fans of the stripology system, and we have her on March 16th talking about her stripology rulers and giving us some tips and hints with them, and her new point trimmers and all sorts of things. So we definitely want to encourage you to sign up. If you don't own a stripology ruler, then sign up for the class and hear about them. It'll be a great demo of what they can do for you. Do you think we should show them the purple and white bag before we go any farther? Because I don't know. I think we have to buy all the rulers just so I can get the bag. Okay. So this is her new Toteology bag. It's so exciting. Oh yeah, there you go. Put that there right in the corner. Perfect, Kelly, thank you. Okay, so if you are a stripology fan, this is the slot. So it's all zippered. So there's a slot, and the squared ruler sits here. The mini ruler sits right down here. I can't put there, at this angle, I'm not pulling it out. We put the point trimmers in here. The big XL fits on the back side. And then in the middle, we don't have one in here, but which one is it that fits? Is it the 12 by 18? Yeah. Kelly's gonna try to find one. No, it's gotta be bigger than that. It's gotta be the 18 by 24. And I look at it this way. If you are, that's okay. Grab the small one anyway. There you go. We'll show you the small one. We love these mats as well. This is the Creative Grids self-healing mats. So this is the 12 by 18. Fits in so nicely. You could actually put both of those in there. If you're going to invest in these rulers, because they're not cheap, but you're going to use them every day in your quilting process, you might as well look really stylish storing them as well as carrying them to your next retreat. And this fits really nice on the shoulder. So this is the purple with the white polka dots. There are some other colors that are currently on back order that we hopefully will have roughly mid to late March that we will be getting as well. We've got them all ordered. So as soon as they're here, you'll hear about it. But you can, of course, get the purple with the white polka dots. And let's live a little and have a little fun with that. And the bag is 36. It's on the tag. That'd be helpful, right? $36.99. It is fun for $36.99. Now, if you don't have stripology rulers, it's okay. You can put other rulers in this too. It is not limited to just stripology rulers, but goodness gracious, this is an ensemble. We love that. All right. Okay, so we're going to be talking about stripology, and why don't you help me, Jamie, start getting the fabrics out. And so in the shipments that we've been getting recently, we've got a lot of black, gray, kind of black and white, black and tan, gray and tan, gray. I mean, they've been all, and so this in very neutral, some very neutral colors. And this one is, let's see here, let me get to the pattern. That's this one, right? Yep. Okay, so this book is Stripology 2. And we are working hard to get all of Gudrun's products into one area on our website under Stripology, and I know all the books and rulers are together. This is Stripology 2, that's the book, okay? And the pattern that we've got selected is this one right down here, and that one is called Strip Joints. And is this the book that she does a mini,
Three
a crib,
sizes
and a
of
table
each one,
runner?
yeah.
So every pattern comes in a crib, a mini, and a table runner. And so we really liked that combination where there was high contrast in the block using this pretty combination. And this is Fat Quarter FQ 165. And so there are 8 fat quarters. And I just think they're all, they kind of go like a little bit on the taupey side. But they have such fun patterns. And I like how they're all different. But they, of course, because they've come as a collection, they all go together as well. And they really make good partners with other fabrics. Okay, so then the next one, check the one out in the chair right next to it, okay? It's like kind of like big hexagons. It's called Strip Lash Runner.
And remember, Heidi, for the people watching, we've had a lot of requests for like some very basic fat quarter bundles.
Yes.
This would be a very basic fat quarter bundle, but maybe with a little twist, both of these, just because of the coloring in them, but yet a little bit of fun.
Yes.
And so you don't have to use them for the products or the projects that we're recommending. We just have fun putting them together.
That's right.
So
you might have just the right project that you're needing those fabrics for, but we, of course, love to give you inspiration. And what's better than playing with fabric in the quilt shop, right?
Yeah.
We feel it's our job. We're trying to do that. And this bundle is the black and cream bundle, and it is FQ 166.
Just a little.
Yep, there you go. Isn't that just a beautiful?
Lots of fun.
They're so pretty. And ladies, as you've been watching, where is everybody from tonight? Are we getting people from all over the place today? It's always fun to hear where everybody's coming from. And we forgot to bring some blocks from home that the girls are working on, but stay tuned because they're working on a really fun fat quarter project using another one of the Stripology patterns called Strips Plus, and using the Rifle Paper Strawberry Fields fabric and all the fat quarters from that collection. And it's gorgeous. So we'll make sure that we show you that in the social media this month when Goldie and Virginia finish it. Okay, do you want to talk a little bit about this pattern? Because I know you really enjoyed working on this.
Yeah, so one of the things that we're always trying to do here, obviously, is we have fun helping people pick out fabrics and putting things together, but we're always looking for new ideas and different things. And so I actually had found this pattern, and I actually wanted to see what it would go, and I loved it because it'd be good for young and the young at heart, I think. And it kind of reminds me of a favorite pastime that my family has at the state fair, and you might wonder why, but candies and ice cream cones. And so I thought, this is so cute. It's called Two Scoops. It is a new pattern and a new designer that we have not had at the store before, but I could not wait to see what this would look like to be put together. I will caution you, this is not a beginner's pattern. There's a lot of angles, and in fact, it uses a special tool, but this is another pattern that is fat quarter friendly. And so on the fat quarters on this one that we used, we are making the lap quilt. It also does come with a baby size quilt that doesn't quite have as many ice cream cones and candies. Yeah. And so for this one, we put together a fat quarter bundle, and obviously the fat quarter bundle can be used for many things, not just this. Whoops, got the wrong side out. My bad. Sorry.
That's all right.
Please forgive me. That was something for my graduation
We're
party.
good at reusing things around
Yes,
here.
everybody is, right? Isn't that part of being creative, is coming up with good ideas and using things that you have? And so this one, we just put together a fat quarter bundle, and we have 2 of every shade. So a light and a dark of every shade. And I'm just kind of going to put them out here maybe a little bit quicker for you so that you can see, because you're going to want to see. I have 2 blocks of this done and it is so cute. So this fat quarter bundle here is a really good one. We're actually calling it the 2 Scoops Fat Quarter Bundle. We have a primary fat quarter bundle, or also a Rapture fat quarter bundle in pastels. I think would work really great with this kit as well, or with this pattern. But again, you could use this for other things besides this quilt.
Oops, I moved just over.
Yeah, and I'm running out of space here, so I'm going to put the purples back on. But isn't that look pretty?
Maybe I went the wrong way.
I don't know.
Which way am I going?
I don't know what
There
you
we
can
go.
see or
There we
what you
go.
can't see, but doesn't this just look pretty as you're putting it out here? It looks yummy. So as we kind of get it laid out here, and then of course,
It's like a rainbow.
you can't forget the ice cream cone. And I wish you could see the detail in some of these prints. It's always different in person than it looks online, but this has little hashtaggy markies lines on it, and it's so cute. So this is our 2 Scoops Fat Quarter Bundle. It's FQ 1674540. It's 13 fat quarters. So imagine what you can make with 13 fat quarters. But are you ready? Does anybody want to see the blocks made? Because it is cute. If you got this fat quarter bundle, I'm
raising my hand. I want to see it.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All you would need to get then is your backing fabric, and we would let you choose that. We have one, obviously, that we used, and I didn't bring up that SKU number, but I'll figure it out. It's probably on the recommended page. It's one of our new white backgrounds.
Oh, the miniature
minis,
minis.
So maybe Heidi can run and
I'll
find
grab
that
the
one
miniature
for us.
minis.
So I'm going to slide this away because I can't wait for you to see. Here's an ice cream cone. Isn't that yummy?
So you use the miniature mini SKU number 9884. And just so you can see, it's got like little triangles and shapes on it, and it makes it just super great. There's a whole series of these. Again, if you go to the new arrivals and click on miniature minis, you'll see the whole set.
And here's the little candy. So now you can kind of imagine and start to see as we would build this, what it would look like. Now this does use a special tool that you would need, and it's the mini 60-degree diamond. So it is a mini cutter. And as I mentioned before, and I want to be upfront and honest with you, if you are a very beginning quilter, I do not recommend this one just because there is a lot of piecing to it. But anybody that has any experience with it, and if you keep your 1/4 inch accuracy on your seams, you're going to come up with beautiful quilt blocks. And, I think it'd be really good it would be a great baby quilt or for a little kid, but, I think my kids might even like it, and they're in college. It's just cute. It might go in our camper. So again, that's our 2 Scoops. You can search by 2 Scoops if you want. I'm super excited and pumped about that project. I don't care if any of you are, I am. But again, if you got the fat quarter bundle, then all you would have to add is your backing or your background of your choice. Of course, you need the backing and the binding later, but to get started, you could choose whichever one that you wanted to do. We didn't want to limit you or put it in a kit. We want to give you options. And that's our whole thing we're trying to show you tonight, is a lot of different options of how you can use fat quarters or different things and combine it together. So are we liking our lucky hair tonight?
Oh, I think we're feeling really lucky. I think we're all feeling
Is
lucky.
it a look that we should keep going, maybe? So that is that one. And I'm going to go ahead, Heidi, shall we go with the City Girl Chevron?
Absolutely. Please show
So we're going to go with another pattern here that is by the same designer. It uses also the diamond cutter, but this one I'm going to talk to you a little bit about. I've been putting this one together as well, and this I would say goes together very fast and would be excellent for a quilter that maybe has very little experience. This is where the Stripology ruler would come in handy, because you actually make this City Girl Chevron is the pattern. Again, it's a new one that we just got in, and Krista Moser is the designer of it. And you use strips. You sew your strips together. And so the inspiration of this one came when we were talking about, we're getting all those quilters coordinates and quilters, combination. I never can remember that. And all those blacks and grays. And we were like, oh my gosh, we got to put this together. Well, you know, we like to put a little fun in on it. So we have this beautiful metallic print, and I don't know if you can see the metallic, or maybe we can grab it and show it to them. And we've been waiting for the perfect project for this metallic print. And it is out of that fat quarter bundle that the girls are also using for their quilt.
From the Rifle
From the
Paper.
Rifle Paper Company.
Yeah. And isn't that gorgeous? It is I'm going to move it down so you can see it on both of our cameras so that we can see it. But isn't it beautiful? It is an absolutely beautiful shimmery gold.
And, you know, so let's take it one more step. Every quilt could use a little shimmer. So we wanted to do that. But
Kind of like our hair.
kind of like our hair, and
Needs a
adding a
little
little
shimmer.
extra spice to it. We decided, instead of sticking with just black and whites, to put a color in with it. And we'll probably see if we can get those photos. Heidi and I auditioned several different colors in with these color combinations of the black and grays. And we ended up with this kind of
Did you put them in Dropbox?
teal or turquoisey or something. We'll have to put them on later because it won't let us put pictures in the comments.
Oh.
We thought we could put them in pictures in
Okay.
the comments, but we can't. So we'll put those up for you. But anyway, super fast, super easy. You strip these together and then you use your 60 degree diamond from Creative Grids. And you actually would go along and cut every other out like this. Does that give you the idea? So then you come up with these blocks, and I'll put the pictures up because you have got to see how this starts looking when you put it together. But you start to get this. I'm going to see if I can use this board maybe, so you can kind of start to see. And this just does not even begin to do it justice for seeing it in person. But can you start to see how you can build your quilt from here? Okay. And it gives you obviously many options, because I could put the black or the dark at the top. So I start reversing it this way. I could also,
So that way just a little bit for us.
Yep.
There you go.
so that's one with the dark bottom. And then obviously the opposite one has your light bottoms.
Anne is commenting that she thinks it looks complicated. And I think that is one of the things that probably drew you to
Yes.
the pattern, was that the end result looks complicated, but the process
is
getting there
not.
is not.
Guys, I cut this out a week and 2 days ago, and I have not even worked on it continually. It looks complicated, but I'm telling you, it's probably one of the easier quilts I've done, because you're strip quilting it basically. And when you get these triangles cut out, let me see if I can get 2 triangles.
Can I help hold?
So now I have 2 triangles. You know, if I was taller, it might be better, but thanks. I didn't get any height genes in my family. So now I have these 2 triangles. So I've cut them out, and the directions, I have to tell you, the pattern, the directions in this are so wonderful. They walk you through step by step. But now I end up with 2 like triangles. And so when I'm going to sew them together, it's very simple. All I'm doing is matching the seams up on the side here. And she even tells you how to press it. So then you're snuggling in those little seams and getting it. And then you do your 1/4 inch stitch just along one side. And then when you open it up, and this is going to be a different block, but so here I've stitched it, matching my seams, and now I open it up and I have that diamond. Okay. It does maybe look complicated, but I'm not kidding you. It is not complicated at all.
Linda is telling us that she is in the process of making this pattern, and it is easy. And Linda, we'd love to have you
absolutely.
share what you're doing with your fabrics over in our Facebook group. So if you're not a member of the creative community, go on over there and later and join and post a picture, because I know there'd be others that would enjoy seeing, because again, when Jamie shows you the pictures that we posted later, we were auditioning. It was certainly fun.
And even when we were doing this, as we were, even some of those other fat quarter bundles we were showing you, we think that project could look really good, and colors and different things too. So obviously the creativity that you bring to the table, the creativity that we are trying to help you and inspire you with, all can be worked together, and you can find different colors and different things for your project or for your house, or, you know, even school colors as graduations and stuff are coming up. So that was the City Girl Chevron. There is the fabric kit available as well. If you just go into the product and just search City Girl Chevron, type it in, the pattern and the kit will come up for you. I hope it's giving you something different maybe that we haven't seen before.
That's what I think. I think
So-
it's very exciting. And I actually, she must be sort of an up and coming designer, getting more visibility, because I got a promotion in my mail this week for Ship Shawana's quilt show. And Krista is one of the speakers and teachers out at that show. And so exciting to see that she's out and visible. I think I'll have to maybe see if I can get a hold of her and see if she'd ever be on our radio show.
Yeah. And her patterns are very well written, and we love it also when we get that feedback, and we know when we put together patterns that we're going to be able to give it to you and feel confident that you can do it.
Yes.
So,
And do you just want to laugh at each other? Look at us. We're bouncing around here. We're having so much fun. Kelly,
Kelly, come here.
yes, as I say, we have to have a quick moment of cuteness here. And
Because everybody wants our cuteness.
she found them and found these lovely pieces, and last night sent us a little Marco Polo, and I just laughed, and I'm like, I am gonna look good in these, and I put it on this morning and I haven't taken it off. It's been on all day.
She
Kind of-
has not taken
I have
it off.
not taken it off, and a few people have looked at me, but some people, Lizzie, didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Just know that I normally look like this. I don't know what that says about me,
I
but
believe
okay. All right. Now, several weeks ago, I think it's been a couple of weeks ago, we got a brand new collection called Scrap Happy. It's from Janet Nesbitt, of One Sister Design, and she designed the collection for Henry Glass Fabrics. It is a gorgeous collection, and we've been having so much fun with it, and I am going to show you what kit we have put together, because we just think this is gorgeous. It is out of Labor of Love from Sherry McConnell, and this is Scrappy Quilts at the Heart of Home, and this is the quilt that we're going to make out of Scrap Happy. And so we've got the kits all ready, and it is wonderful. It's made out of mostly fat quarters, and then a few other, just a couple other pieces. And so I'm going to show you this tonight again, because I think it is gorgeous. The book, of course, is available on our website, and I've interviewed Sherry just a few weeks ago. So if you want to learn more about who Sherry is and the quilts that she designs, including Pier 44 and Dayflower, which have been here in the store off here to the side for the last year. They're gorgeous quilts, and she is the designer of those as well. So we like Sherry's work. There's something that draws us to those scrappy quilts. So this is the book, Labor of Love. And again, this is the quilt. And so one of the pieces that came in this collection is a great neutral. And it is, technically, I think the collection that it's out of is the linen closet. This is going to be the outer border. And what did we do for binding? This one. And our binding is this beautiful brown. So this is the outer border. That's the binding, obviously a little on the heavy. Maybe I should reverse those so that when you're looking at that, you'd have that little frame around the edge. And then, oh my gosh, it's this whole collection of fat quarters. And the pieces are so fun. There's words, there's stars, flowers. Janet is always coming up with something. This one's called like a mixed media piece. It has kind of a scrappy layered look and some fun squares. And check out all of these pieces. There to add in some golds and reds. And some of them are a little, even got like a little touch of almost purpley here. In fact, this one is a little purple. And what was the fat quarter bundle of this? Kelly, what was the number?
10013.
10013. And look at these pretty blues. They are so rich. There's even, there's a star print that I really like, and even a little bit lighter one, a little kind of got a little teal in it. There's a couple more of the blues. It is a gorgeous fat quarter bundle. And again,
Actually, it's the quilt bundle.
Quilt bundle, excuse me. Yes, with mostly fat quarters plus the background, which is that beautiful cream underneath, the border fabric and the binding. The book is sold separately. We have the fabric kit and the book sold separately. And I think there's probably going to be more projects coming out of this book because it is really fun. As we were flipping through, we're like, oh, we could make that, and oh, we could make that. So I think you'll be able to see more samples from that in the future. So that is Scrap Happy. Again, some very pretty pieces out of that that we've got going. Okay, now we want to go to these. So earlier I mentioned the fact that last Thursday, Celine Perkins of Perkins Dry Goods, she joined us for a Facebook Live event where she talked about how to perfect our 1/4 inch seams. And something so simple is so critical, because if you're off a little bit every time you put a seam together, if that quilt has a lot of seams in it, it really can make a difference in your project. So Celine has actually come up with a tool that is called the Perfect Piecing Seam Guide. And I knew it was simple, but she included a video in the class. And again, you can watch it. If you haven't seen that, you can go back to our website under the Inspiration tab, click on Hen House Happy Hour, and you're going to find the links to all of the Hen House Happy Hour events. And it's so simple. There's a hole in it. You put your needle in and you then have a straight line. And so you can use a product like a sticky note or the Q Tool sewing edge tape that will then allow you to have a perfect 1/4 inch seam every single time that you sew. So we put together a special bundle. It's still on sale. It is 3 of her patterns, because once you perfect it, you gotta practice it. So what better thing to do than on table runners? So we put 3 patterns. This one that I just laid down here, this is Hopscotch. And isn't that a sweet table runner? And we do have a kit for that. We call it the Spring Hopscotch project. And it is a fun little kit. And then there is...
And that one, Heidi, is also all fat quarters.
Yes, it is. This one is
So,
all fat quarters. That's right. 6 fat quarters, in fact, to be exact, I believe. And you'd have enough left over to use that for the binding. And if you really like to piece back, you might be able to piece them all together, what's left over, to make the backing for the table runner. Then we've got Starburst. This one we call the Country Starburst. This is using one of the woven pieces on the outside border from Scrap Happy and a few other pieces. That is Starburst. And then there was Strawberry Tart. And this is a fun table runner. This is using the Blue Meadow from Marcus. And we actually have 2 versions of this. The insides and the inner border are the same, but the other one has a darker blue background, and this one has the tan or outer border, excuse me. So you can buy the patterns here for $19.99 instead of $25. You get the ruler and the 3 patterns for the bundle, and then each of the fabric kits are sold separately for each of the table runners. So lots of options there, but her work is so gorgeous. And the kits, let's see, the Starburst was 10016, and the tan Strawberry Tart was 10012. And Hopscotch was 10098. So just some beautiful, beautiful patterns and fabrics. And again, lots of valuable information. You know, that's one of the things that we're doing with the Hen House Happy Hour, is really trying to educate you and inspire you. All of those classes are free, so don't hesitate to sign up. Again, if you sign up, you get an email with some insider information, as well as a reminder just prior to class so you don't forget, and we'll send you the link afterwards. So that certainly is an option as well. Okay, now,
Heidi, while you're doing it, I'm just putting up the Scrap Happy link because we were having problems getting that on. So if you were looking for that Scrap Happy quilt bundle link,
oh,
it's now on. I just put the link on.
very good. Scrap Happy is up. Okay, we want to show the, thank you, Kelly. I'm gonna just lay that down so I don't hit that. Wouldn't that be, that would be, okay. The kits for this are on its way. This is one of those fabric collections where we got the stuff for the sample way in advance of the actual shipment coming. But today I got notification that it's coming. So we wanted to tell you that this is now for sale. And do I have it up right side up? All right, you guys, one of you talked about it there, so.
Okay, so this is our Love Never Fails quilt kit. And it, of course, has the scripture that a lot of us are familiar with in the middle panel of it. And then, of course, outside, as you see, it's done beautifully. Perfect as you're heading into wedding season. I know weddings are popular this time of year as we get going. The kit is 10103. So that will be coming in, we're anticipating yet this week.
Oh yeah,
right,
it'll be
Heidi?
here yet this week.
And so I don't know if you guys can really see. I'm going to slide forward just a little bit, Heidi. If you can
Yep, go
step.
for it. You want me to step up?
Yep, step up. So that you
Okay.
can kind of see how that, isn't that pretty?
It is so pretty. And the fabric kit is $80 and includes everything for the top, the panel, and then the fabrics to make this, including the binding. Yeah, it is, I think, just gorgeous. I think people are really going to love this. When we got this top in, the sample in earlier, I know there was some reaction. So it is now time to be able to buy that. So that is wonderful. Okay, let's see what we've got, what else we've got on the magic tray, right? Okay, so today, because it is also the first of the month, that also means that it is
Time for a new stash buster.
that is right. And I, you guys, we love that you are sending in and uploading, I should say, not sending in, but uploading all of your images. The more you use our website to upload those images, the easier it is. We're still behind,
We're
aren't we?
behind, guys. I looked, and what did I tell you? I have
Oh,
almost
I thought you
30 that I have to
thought you
get.
said close to 40.
Yeah. So again, we know you are submitting them, and it's just it is on my shoulders that I have not been able to keep up with the submissions. So some people are concerned that they don't see theirs. Two things that's great about that. One, you're submitting them, and we have so many.
Yes,
That, and
it's a
we
good
have
thing.
so many new fabrics and all this exciting things. That's
Yes.
an awesome thing. But two, that you guys are sharing with us to share with other people and going to those pages and seeing all the different ideas.
Yes. And so just be patient with us. We are working hard. And Jamie's working hard to get caught up, but we know they're all coming in. If you're uploading it through our website, as long as you hit that submit button, you will get notification that, you've got your coupon code. If you get your coupon code, we've got your photo. Okay. So just give us a little time to get caught up. February was a very popular project,
Absolutely.
as was January's.
Well, yeah.
And
And they still have time to do February if they haven't done February.
that's correct. February's deadline is March 15th.
Yes.
So if you're not familiar with the Stash Buster program, of course, you can go to our website and click on the tab and all of the guidelines are there. But basically, you get a pattern. It's always a new pattern on the first of the month. You make the top, whatever we tell you you have to make, and then you submit that top, whether it be in person or online, by the 15th of the following month. So basically, if you get the pattern on the first, you have about 45 days to make the top,
Right.
is about how it works. But what's the best part? You get 40% off your order of $40 or more just for getting that top uploaded. Amazing.
It is amazing.
Amazing.
It really is.
Amazing. It really is amazing. And again, we're not doing any restrictions. So for our lucky cash. So if you use a Stash Buster, yeah, you look so cute. If you use a Stash Buster coupon during the month of March, again, the pre-tax dollar. So if you spent if it was $100 project, you got the 40% off. So you're paying $60. That's what's going towards your lucky cash, the $60. Okay. And so the March one is called Take These Hands. I wrote the wrong thing, didn't I?
So we showed it this morning, but we've hung it up on the wall now. So it's kind of hard to get it off the wall to show it to you. But
yeah,
we do have a little picture of it. We'll put the link on.
Maybe move that up a little.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
It is available on our website, downloadable now on that page, on the Stash Buster page. So, but
yes,
this one also has this very interesting fabric that actually Heidi would tie back into what we talked about
the
earlier.
very beginning.
Yeah.
The very beginning. This is one of those fabrics that when it gets chopped up, it looks very different. We like it chopped up in our pattern because it looks very different. But at the same time, it's a beautiful piece of fabric. It's got kind of a Paris feel to it and just vintage sewing. This is SKU 9695 from Timeless Treasures. And so we just had to show you this piece of fabric. We would encourage all of you to download the pattern for free, no matter what. Now, this particular month, the pattern's a little bit different. So the bottom line is you have to make 25 blocks. You have the choice of a left-hand block and a right-hand block. And you can, and then there's several different settings. You can make 25 left-hand blocks and 0 right-hand blocks, 13 and 12, 12 and 13, 0 and 25, whatever. You have to make 25 blocks and then put them together how you want them to. That's the size we've determined for March. So not all of them are table runners. Not all of them are big. We try to mix it up. I thought this pattern was great and wanted to try something a little bit different. So you actually will get a picture of our quilt and some cutting instructions based on our quilt to help you make a that bigger quilt. And again, did we say that the fabric kit is available? Yes, I think we did, didn't we?
I don't know.
And so,
if we did.
Yes, if we did. We get to we must be hitting about the hour mark because I'm starting to go a little like, am I saying the same thing over and over? But with these hands, SKU 10102, it's $86.95. So that is what is going on there. Now, did I leave the Feathered Friends little quilt in the back?
Yes.
I must have. Would you? Thank you so very much. We have been having so much fun since the first of the year with our Feathered Friends program. And if you don't know, in October of this year, we're celebrating 10 years of business. So we have a 10-month subscription program called Feathered Friends, where every month you can be a chick, a hen, or a rooster. And so, for example, this is the rooster package from February. And you can join anytime. You can, if we still have, which we do, we have some January left, some February. You can buy those as well at any point if you want, or go backwards kind of thing. So this was February for the roosters, and they got a Quilter Select 4.5-inch square ruler. If you've never used the Quilter Select products before, they're awesome because they don't slide. And the new book, Scrap School. And Lisa Alexander is the author with from Martingale. And I happen to know Lisa, and she works at Moda. So she even threw in a special gift for everybody, a little 2.5-inch charm pack for all of our Feathered Friends. So each month you get a newsletter. And again, some different products. It depends how much product you get, depends on which level you come in at. So you, of course, can go to the Feathered Friends, I believe it is henandchickstudio.com/feathered friends and learn all about all of the different options. And it's not too late. We're packaging up March. They will be ready March 10th for those that want to pick them up in store. And of course, we'll start shipping on March 10th as well. So that is a little bit, and then, so each issue has an exclusive design that I've either designed or am working with, I'll say an antique quilt that I've modified. And this is the project from February. And if you want the pattern for this, you can, of course, purchase Chick Chatter newsletter for $10. And we have them here in the store January and February. Everyone has a quilt in it. And just today, June sent me a picture of her version of this pattern, and it warms my heart to see how somebody takes the pattern. And let's see, what day was it last week that Deb, she was renting the long arm, and one of the quilts that she did was the February Chick Chatter project, and it was awesome. Better than anything I could have created. It was wonderful. I love how people take my ideas and run with them, because there's always something better and bigger to do with them. So that is and this is a really sweet, it's from Andover. It's called Rainbow Sprinkles, and it has little butterflies in it. And it is SKU 9606, and it's a really sweet butterfly. And so these are supposed to be like wings of things that are flying around. So, all right, so we've got that happening. All right, ladies, how are we doing here on time and also on all of our to-do list? Have I forgotten anything? Does anybody have questions? You know what? We didn't show that bundle. Should we show that bundle? Might as well. So back to the very first project that we were showing you with the panel, and then we're saying how to use yardage. This is a fabric that it sits on the shelf. There's not a lot left, but there's still some. This is from Henry Glass, called Best Friends Farm. And when I see a fabric like this, I think sometimes people have a difficult time knowing what to do with it. And this would be perfect for one of those panel projects where you would put a hunk of it in the middle, grab some solid colors, plus some of the coordinates that we still have with this cute collection.
And Heidi, we have other panel from Peachtree.
Yes.
Some panel that is very simple that you could take this and just pair it with a couple things. Not
Yes.
necessarily, doesn't have to be that big one that we showed you
That's
earlier.
right. That's right. We have the one that Fancy Flamingos is made out of it. Panel Magic. That one is Panel Magic, I believe.
Yep.
So there's always
Twisted Panels, another one.
yes. Yes.
Goose Chase.
Goose Chase. Yes.
So
There's always patterns that you can use a big piece of fabric like this for.
Mhm.
So if you're looking for a kid's project or a young child, I think this one is probably, it could be baby, but I also think it'd be perfect for a 2, 3, 4-year-old where they have some fun farm animals and want to do some fun things. So that was another stack of fabric that we've got sitting over there. Any questions or anything that's coming up, Kelly, that you've seen? Everybody's doing good tonight. I love it. I love it. Well, we definitely have hit the hour mark, and we sometimes we feel like we could go on forever, but it is a lot of work for us to pull all this out. And so we want you to enjoy reviewing everything that we've shown you tonight. Of course, we'll put the upload for this show will be on YouTube. And I think it'll be interesting to see if we had viewers on YouTube
we do have
tonight.
viewers on YouTube tonight. I saw live. Now, can I just add on
Yes.
YouTube, if all of you watching would just go on over to YouTube when we get done,
Yes.
find Hen and Chick Studio and like our page, because
And
it
subscribe.
will, and subscribe. It will enable us to do more that way, but we have to reach a certain number. So that's why I know we're asking for people to share, but that's how that's how we're able to share and spread the joy.
Yes,
further.
absolutely. Because we have figured out how to get live on YouTube through Zoom, and it's working fine, but there are other options that we would like to be able to do as well. So it's all good. Yes. Oh,
Our screen has froze. We're working on fixing it, guys.
all right. And is that on Facebook?
On Facebook, YouTube is still going strong.
All right. Well, you know what? It is possible that is a sign that it is time to wrap up for this evening. And so I think we'll take that as our cue. Thank you so much for being here at Hen and Chick Studio. And whether you visit us in person in Conrad, Iowa, or online, we would love to meet you. Have a great day.